Why politeness is more important than morality. The French philosopher André Comte Sponville argues that politeness is the precursor to virtue. An infant has no sense of morality, nor can it. This is also true for a toddler and even an older child. There are prohibitions. No, you can't. A child quickly learns to see the difference. There are things that are allowed and things that are forbidden. But what is good? What is evil? The child doesn't yet understand this. A simple rule suffices, which precedes judgment and serves as its basis. However, this rule is conditional and is based solely on custom. This rule of politeness is not to say bad words, not to interrupt others, not to push, not to take what isn't yours, not to lie. In the eyes of a child, all these prohibitions have roughly the same value: what is wrong to do. The ability to distinguish between ethical and aesthetic values will come to them later and will gradually develop. Thus, politeness precedes morality. In fact, morality initially manifests in the form of simple politeness. Politeness is just the beginning, but without a beginning, there can be nothing. When we say please and sorry, we are portraying respect. When we say thank you, we are portraying gratitude. If we are capable of becoming moral people, and without this, it makes no sense to talk about morality or immorality. It is not due to virtue, but due to upbringing. Not for the sake of goodness, but for the sake of form. Not by becoming acquainted with morality, but through the cultivation of politeness. By imitating virtue, a person becomes virtuous. Politeness precedes morality and makes it possible. It may be superficial, but it is aimed at cultivating morality. Politeness is a small thing, but it prepares us for something greater. Though it is an empty form, politeness is valuable precisely because of its emptiness. Gratitude is the most pleasant of virtues. By considering gratitude as a virtue, Comte Sponville notes that it does not arise on its own, which means it may be lacking. If we so rarely feel it, is it not because we dislike giving? Ingratitude is not the absence of the ability to receive, but the absence of the ability to give, even in the form of joy and love. We consume joy as a black hole consumes light. This black hole is called selfishness. Selfishness is always ungrateful, not because it doesn't love to receive, but because it doesn't like to acknowledge that it owes something to others, whereas acknowledging this is the essence of gratitude.